Well, hello, and welcome to Aftershock Weekly 64. You probably noticed today our surroundings are a little bit different. We are at the Star Worldwide Networks, where we're launching Aftershock Online. So this will be bi-weekly in addition to Aftershock Weekly that we have. We'll be returning to the office next week for Aftershock Weekly episode 65. Today I want to talk about something that is very important, and it's very simple that you can apply today. And this is taking more action than you think you need. And I would recommend you take twice the amount of action that you think you need in every area of your life. And here's why. Usually it takes more to get new business. It takes more to have a better marriage. It takes more to have better physical health than you start out thinking. So first you can set your goal, and then whatever you think it's going to take to achieve that goal, double it. So you want 5 new customers. Great. You think that's going to take you 10 appointments. Double it to 20. Because what's the worst that can happen? You're going to get 20 new appointments. You're going to work that much harder, and maybe you get 7 new customers. But worst case scenario, if you get your 5, you meet your goal. You want to start working out 1 to 2 days a week. Great. Why don't you double that to 3 to 4 days a week? Or instead of being on the treadmill for 10 minutes, be on there for 20. Because you're going to get results a lot quicker, and then you're going to be excited, and you're going to start moving momentum in your direction. And that's the most important thing you can do. You have to get momentum. And to get momentum, it's going to take twice the amount of action in whatever area you're trying to improve that you can think of. So I'm going to give you 3 big takeaways and talk about each one. If you're limited on time, wake up early. There's a great book called The Miracle Morning. If you think you don't have enough time, it's probably because you aren't looking at the time between 4 to 7 a.m. that you might not be awake during. Why not wake up at 5 o'clock? Give yourself an extra hour if you're waking up at 6, or 2 hours if you're waking up at 7. You can get so much more done. If you got a family, well, you can do a lot of stuff before they even get up in the morning. So if you're responsible for taking your kids to school, or it's summertime, taking them to activities or whatever, well, do it before they wake up. I'm telling you, the Miracle Morning changed the way I looked at things because it gave me a couple extra hours before anybody else was up. And it's awesome because that started to compound and get results in a lot of different areas. Secondly, if you're running out of time, or you don't think you can accomplish something or double up your efforts, hire help for things that you're not great at. If there are things that you're spending your time on that are not within your wheelhouse, stop spending your time. You don't think you can afford it? I'm telling you, you can't not. I'm telling you, you can afford it, and you can't afford not to do it. If you are not good at math and you're doing all your accounting, stop doing it. Hire an accountant. If you're doing marketing, but you can't for the life of you define an audience and actually get that message out, hire someone like us. We'll take care of it. And then you can sell, or you can do whatever you're good at. Make sure that you're hiring for help for things that you're not good at. And third, I recommend making a how can I list. Meaning, if you have an excuse come up in your mind for any of these things that you're trying to double up your effort on, I can't do that. I can't wake up early in the morning. I can't make that extra sale. I can't get 20 appointments. Well, make a how can I list. How can I do that? Well, maybe I can hire for help. Maybe I can start adjusting my schedule to where I can spend more time prospecting for those additional appointments. Make a how can you list, and then you start moving away from the excuse to the solution. So those are the 3 takeaways for this week of Aftershock Weekly. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next week.